Isn't David back?
He's back, but he had another meeting today.
That's your
July.
attention.
He'll be back this afternoon if you need to talk to him.
Said they're on.
I'm here. Can you guys hear me?
Got about 2 minutes, just making sure we hit a quorum. David was gonna be in that other meeting and I think Coca was gonna be out.
Yeah, he said he was gonna be able to make it.
Your son still out of state? Sophomore, I mean, but it's not
Sophomore this year, yeah, junior next year.
time flies. 7th or 8th.
8. Gonna be freshman, gonna be driving next month.
Don't blink. You'll be going out of state.
She's so sassy. Oh my goodness.
See,
I have no idea where she.
it goes fast.
This morning I told her, like, make sure you take long pants, like a sweatshirt for tonight, it's gonna get cold. No, it's not that bad. I'm like, it is, pack it. So she did, and I guess if she gets to school, bring me a blanket. I'm like, I thought it wasn't cold. Just bring the blanket.
It was a little chilly out there.
Especially in the shade.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm all
And
in.
the wind.
Received a call from Denise. She's requesting you on that 307 Grand Street. There's a locksmith there now, and the locksmith is saying she can hear a dog and possibly somebody in the house. He was like, she just couldn't.
Gonna have a little road construction on your way home. And Rascal gets in town, we're gonna do the west side of our church. Remember last year they did the south side? My guys who has no, they were gonna wait, you know, they waited last year until they had a little bunch of road jobs. And claim they don't have any, it's like, just seemed like 5 sewers go to HEWL, you know, they gotta go up and dig everything up, but I suppose they're gonna wait on this,
Put the extra up right in front of my house.
Are you asking for favors?
No, I'm saying, yeah, extra. I'll pay,
He's just offered to help him out.
Yeah, okay.
I'll pay.
Yeah.
If they have extra.
You might wanna watch that, cause they did that to my mom and dad when they were doing Dyser Road one time, and yeah, they charged them plenty for that extra. My dad was not very happy. So what are you gonna do? It's down, it's down.
For 10:31 at the time. Elmer and I are president and Heather is virtual, so we have a quorum. David and David Turner and Kirk Upke are excused. First thing we need to do is approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion. Move approved agenda.
I will second it.
Second, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, motion carries. Discussion possible action on resolution 42426A, establishing a speed limit sign. Talked with the road department this week. And the sheriff has some concerns with that traffic being diverted, not only really on K, but some other roads. And the increased liability, and just we want everybody to be safe. And so this should take care of during this construction time and the diversion of all of these cars going all different places. Hopefully we could get by lowering the speed limit. We're gonna lower it to 35 until this is the construction is completed, and then we'll probably bring this back to raise it again with the whatever the current speed limit is.
It actually says it gets rescinded automatically once construction's done and
Okay,
reopening of 63, it says.
Yep, number 3.
all right. Just whenever that time is, I guess. We will do that. wanted to get this done as soon as we can. We had to get, the utilities located first, and so it, get a hold of them, and I think that they can get there either yesterday or today, so it'll take effect before over the weekend, hopefully to have some signs up.
You said other roads.
Yeah, so what we're seeing is a lot of the gravel roads that parallel Highway 63 on the east and west side of 63, they
Same.
just an incredible amount of traffic, and it's not fair for the residents that live along those gravel roads because A, the dust, but B, I mean, those roads are not meant for this volume of traffic, and especially with 63 being closed, I'd like to, I don't know if it would be a planning meeting, but I think that we may need to have some other resolutions as
I
well.
was gonna say, I don't see anything in here about that. So,
And I know that there's been some comments about possibly putting up more barricades and or stop signs that don't normally have stop, intersections that don't normally have stop signs north and south. But, I know,
sometimes that's tough too.
well, it is tough.
Habits.
Yep. And I know that there are some, regulations and code on certain types of stop signs and putting up another sign prior to the stop sign that says there's a stop ahead. I'm of the, tune that you should always be paying attention anyway
Yes, that's
to the signs.
Mhm.
However, I think it would be beneficial to explore what we can do as a county to make sure that we're watching the speeds on these paralleling gravel roads, especially with the road closed, because we're gonna have a serious accident at some point in time, especially with the dust. I know that the dust control with the state, I've been in close contact with the engineer on the project. That should be coming here very shortly. But also identifying what other roads are gonna be used. I know that the engineer with the DOT is doing a great job in kind of monitoring comments and questions and concerns. And I know he personally has been driving different routes to see where the GPS takes him and identifying what gravel roads those GPSs are taking people down. I know that he's done it from Traer, Gladbrook, from the north, from the south. So identifying what roads are, GPSs are mainly taking people. Cause unfortunately, GPSs are great. However, they're not gonna see what's in front of you and, tell you that, that turns into complete mud. So I know that the DOT engineer on this project is doing a great job at making sure that, they're attentive to the concerns and identifying different routes that people are gonna be using for dust control. I know that they have the dust control ordered and will be, I don't know what day.
So
But
you're gonna take some of that information and we'll have another resolution probably.
yeah, and I talked to, I tried reaching out to Nick with the county road. I think is he Iowa County? And I did talk to the engineer for the DOT project about maybe not so much locating and putting in permanent stop signs at some intersections on either east or west of 63. But those temporary stop signs, I know it may not be 100% ideal for everybody, but I think that, with the amount of traffic that goes through there, the speed and people not normally driving on gravel roads, I would rather, cause an inconvenience with stop signs and slowing people down than, people getting seriously hurt in accidents, because we've already had, many complaints and concerns about near misses, and it's just inevitable. So that's definitely an option. I know it may not be the most popular one, but I think that anything we can do to slow the traffic down and help out the people along those gravel roads, I think
Again, it's temporary.
Yeah,
mean,
yep,
this
yep.
project will be done, people just need to take a deep breath. I know, like you say, it's not ideal, but it's temporary,
Mhm.
just got to keep remembering that, so.
We have a lot of people taking H as well to get up like the Garwin.
Oh, I mean, I know that dust control's going on H Avenue, because that was one of the DOT engineers said he drove from the Casey's in Gladbrook, plugged in the GPS, and it took him down H Avenue, took him down I Avenue, I Avenue. I mean, and then from Traer, even I'm assuming N Avenue will probably start getting utilized. But it's kind of one of those things where trying to identify exactly where most of the traffic is going and then, focus on, I know I've been out on 63, I Avenue, K Avenue, monitoring and but that, without dust control, it's gonna be a serious problem.
Okay.
All right, I'll make a motion that we accept the resolution 4-24-2026A.
And I will second that.
Hilmer,
Aye.
Knibble,
Aye.
Then when you get the other roads, we'll put it on for maybe, how soon, like Monday?
I'm not sure exactly how soon. I'd like to chat with county roads, chat with the DOT engineer some more. And obviously, we're a week into the project, and so I think that, my goal is to try and my goal is to not end up having the issues we had south of Tama when we had multiple accidents with construction vehicles and all that. So I'm trying to do my best at getting information out there to reaffirm that, hey, the closed means closed. I mean, obviously, people who live along 63 are gonna need to have access, but any other traffic the road is closed. And so I've already dealt with this morning on that road closed section. Is it really, I'm getting asked, is it really closed? Well, every intersection from 96 to Toledo has 4 barricades that say the road is closed. So, it'll probably be sometime next week
Okay.
that, give some time for, even people watching if they wanna, share their, concerns and comments and get as much data as possible to figure out where we need to, do any resolutions or do any adjustments. So,
Yep, and just so people are aware, I live right on 63, so I know the south side, there's not much going on, but the north side, they have all the bulldozers push the passing lanes, to where there's dirt on the sides, and then they started today tearing up the road on the north side of the project, so there is things going on. I know to the south, it doesn't look like it as much, but it is started. There's a lot of dirt, dump trucks now, constantly going to where those are going to be out there for people to watch out for as well. So, and then I also talked to the engineer Nick this morning, and he said it probably won't be till Tuesday that all of the 35-mile-an-hour signs are going to be put up, just based on timing and with the sign tech schedule. And so, because it has to be at every single intersection, because there's going to be every intersection as people from on Highway 63 are getting on or crossing through, they're going to need to see the sign too. So that's kind of our timing, but obviously the resolution is passed and it'll be effective. It's just getting those signs up.
Wait to hear back and then we'll put it on the probably for the Monday after next. Okay, need a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn.
I'll second it.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
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 Good, we're adjourned. Good.